want to thank my friends, my family, my mom's dog and cat.
Oh, the paper says that the air outside is getting much better to breathe. The garden out back got a mind of its own and it's growing like a weed. We've got a lot to learn, there is a growing concern to improve significantly. This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently. Recommended by some leaders running out of ideas, try drinking disinfectant. Clean living, new diet, so why not try it? But use caution if you're pregnant. He's got a lot to learn, he is a big concern, and his gaslights brilliantly. This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently. 'Cause I know one day, if we're really smart, we won't have to be 6 feet apart. And one day, when we think this through, I'll be close enough to cuddle with you. And one day, if we get together at a kitchen party, will you dance with me? This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently.
My name is Maureen. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and I have 5 children and 5 grandchildren, and they're all just fantastic because I raised them. And they're all polite and nice and good people, good jobs, and I love them to pieces, and I wish I saw them more, and I wish I could remember yesterday whether I saw them at all. And I used to work in film. I was a costume designer, and I worked at the bank for years too, handing people money. And now I'm retired and I live in a senior's home, and it's boring. And that's pretty well my life right now, but I have my friend Grace with me who takes me shopping every couple of days.
And how's COVID for you?
It's not bad at all. I'm healthy, well, and you know, I don't know anybody with COVID, but I did meet somebody last year who knew somebody who had it. So that's all I know about COVID. All I know is I've been healthy, and everybody in my building has been healthy, and so I think it's a fake. I don't know. I just don't know anybody who has it. So maybe.
Have you ever wanted to win an Oscar?
Oh, well, I just have one here. I just happen to have an Oscar right here. I replaced Elizabeth Taylor in her last movie. And she was quite upset by that, you know, because she didn't realize I was a lot better actress and better looking than her. So, anyway, there we go.
Okay. My name is Nora. I am so happy to be double vaxxed here in beautiful Vancouver. And it's hard not to be able to see my family in so long, but I am hopeful that as restrictions start to loosen again, hopefully we can all get together and see each other. And I'm so happy that I won this Oscar on some wild pink salmon.
That's good.
Yay!
All right, how has life been with COVID? Well, sometimes very isolated feeling, sometimes lonely, sometimes surprising how good people are to each other during these times.
Well, COVID gave us an opportunity to write songs about new things.
Right, especially this guy here. He's really the songwriter. I'm more of an artist. I'm quieter than he is most of the time.
I think during the first lockdown, I wrote, each week I wrote another verse for this song, so there are about 10 verses.
And I just come along and snip them.
That's right. picked the best three and just threw those in as part of the song.
Yeah.
And then spent quite a long time at home in the home recording studio / bedroom, writing or recording the song.
Yeah.
And recording it with other people online. It was interesting to, get help recording with somebody way off in Cuba. And then there was a studio guy in Serbia.
In Serbia. And also some guys in Abbotsford, which Greg saw much more of.
That's right.
Right. You did work with local people too.
Yes,
Yeah.
with local people. We recorded in Abbotsford in a very large studio where everybody was in a separate little room, and it was quite strange. But it was good to record with other people during the lockdown, because people were pretty downhearted because there weren't so many live shows. That's where people usually work these days as musicians. You have to work live shows, and everything was turned off for us. But Louise got to work. She's a sculptor. She worked in her studio.
Yeah, so I make sculpture, and so COVID wasn't so different for me because I work by myself most of the time anyway, aside from our art building being shut to any visitors whatsoever. That affected us. Also, there's a very large event called the East Side Culture Crawl, and that was canceled. So that was a major disappointment for a lot of people. But I think others got quiet work time in there. So we're ready to gear up again to see people.
Any last words?
No, I've been married to this guy for 30 years. 4 kids. Mostly well behaved.
So not in jail, you're doing good.
Yeah.
At the start of the pandemic, I saw many hopeful things and possibilities for waking people up to the kind of change we need to make to heal our planet and stop polluting it and just being kinder to each other.
The paper says that the air outside is getting much better to breathe. The garden out back got a mind of its own, and it's growing like a weed. We've got a lot to learn. There is a growing concern to improve significantly. This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently. Recommended by some leaders running out of ideas, try drinking disinfectant. Clean living, new diet, so why not try it? But use caution if you're pregnant. He's got a lot to learn, he is a big concern, and his gaslights brilliantly. This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently. 'Cause I know one day, if we're really smart, we won't have to be 6 feet apart. And one day, when we think this through, I'll be close enough to cuddle with you. And one day, if we get together at a kitchen party, will you dance with me? This awful virus just might inspire us to live a little differently.
How's COVID for you?
Very good.
What did you do today? What did you do today?
I don't know, but it was really weird.
How was it weird?
Because I don't know the secret.
The secret to what?
To the secret of coronavirus.
Oh, I see. Do you have some fun sometimes? Did you go to the beach lately?
Yeah, soon.
Right.
Soon I did.
Okay. Have you ever won an Oscar?
Yeah.
Would you like to win an Oscar?
Yes.
Yeah, you can pick it up and hold it in front of you and talk if you want.
It's not as heavy. You have to hold it like this.
You can hold it any way you want. Yeah, like that's good. So it's an Oscar. What do you think of that?
It's really nice. And it's made of tuna. There's tuna inside here. And then
Okay. Take anything you want. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, COVID has definitely been a strange one. It's brought people together, but it also tore us all apart. One thing that everybody can relate to this is just not being able to see family. That's one of the hardest things. I'm very lucky that my family doesn't live too far from here, but I haven't seen my mom for over a year. Same with my dad. Just saw my brother for the first time in a year and a half just a few weeks ago. So, but it makes that chance to see them again so much more enjoyable, and you really appreciate all those little things in life a whole lot more. But yeah, Kitsilano, we definitely lucked out with COVID. It seems because it's a bit of a quieter neighborhood, people weren't as crazy, but then you see Kits Beach at the height of it and nobody really cared, but it's just how it was. So, but I appreciate that you're doing this video, and I hope that really helps with this, but yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And have you ever wanted to win an Oscar? You can hold that up.
I haven't, but I wanted to.
I'll just hold it up.
I want to thank my friends, my family, my mom's dog and cat. They're my real inspiration for life, for everything.
Into that second year, it kind of took a flip face, and it was hard to be around that sometimes. And I live alone. I have a very simple life, and you don't know how much you need the feeling of family one way or another in your community until you lose it, and people become more, sometimes too aggressive for my constitution, and I hide more, but it's not good for me. So it's starting to uplift again, I feel, and I'm happy about that. And summer always helps. Winters, we'll see what happens, and I hope that we're really coming to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because I think we all really need it. Thank you.
Well, how's it been for me with COVID in the past year? Well, it's been hard. It's been quite hard sometimes. I've been lonely. I've missed my grandkids and my son. I missed other events that I used to go to, lots of different events. I did manage to make 2 little films last year. One was a comedy, and in it, the actress calls out to the cameraman, who was me, "Hey, am I gonna win an Oscar for this?" And then I say, "Sure." And at the end, she gets this Oscar. So that's how I happen to have it here for this little shoot. I think for myself, I think I'm a better person now. I think I'm more compassionate and considerate, maybe a little more kind. And I sort of sense that with some other people too. Anyway, it feels good to win an Oscar. Bye.
Will I win an Oscar for that?
Yeah, sure.
Open up, let the summer begin, 'cause the sun's way over my head. Gotta get it while we can. Open up, let the summer begin. Grooving with the best, everyone inside, moving till the sun goes down. summer begin, 'cause the sun's way over my head. Gotta get it while we can. Open up.
Oh yeah, COVID-19. I guess that's how you get an Oscar now. Oh my god, this is the most exciting thing in my life. I can feel it in there.
We've been locked down, burning with desire, waiting for the moment, worshiping the wire. Worshiping the wire. Worshiping the wire. We're gonna light it. Morning sun is breaking the walls that divide us. The soul we've forsaken. Worshiping the wire. Worshiping the wire. Before we burn out, can you feel the heat? Come on now, come out. Can you feel the heat? Till I'm preaching to the choir. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause the temperature is higher. Yeah, yeah. Am I preaching to the choir? Yeah, yeah. Then before we light the fire. We got a whole lot of loving. We got a whole lot of loving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a whole lot of loving. Oh, yeah. With a heart and soul rise above it.
But it's a paper statue glued to the tuna can.
It's not tuna, it's salmon.
Oh, I guess it's better. I'm excited. Have a look at that.
Open up, let the summer begin. 'Cause the sun's way over my head.